Hey y'all, so in today's video, I want to talk about how to transition into hospital pharmacy. And y'all, if you know someone who's trying to do this, share this with them because I'm going to share some really good tips. So I've been a pharmacist now for 2.5 years, and I have worked in a lot of different areas already, even though it's only been such a short amount of time. But I'm all about making sure that I open myself up to get certain experiences, to get different experiences. And if the opportunity presents itself, why not? You know, it's something to help me grow in my knowledge and in my experience. So I want to help you out for anyone who is feeling stuck in their career, who's feeling stuck in their job, who's feeling like, okay, I need a change. So one of the first things that I will say on how to transition into hospital pharmacy is you need experience. And you might be like, excuse me, I work in retail. How can I even get experience in hospital? And so this is where I really need you to be diligent. This is going to be the hardest part of the transition. You need to get a per diem job in a clinical setting of some sort. It doesn't necessarily have to be a hospital, but it cannot be just retail. I've seen it even at my job. We've hired people straight from retail, but it makes your life a whole lot easier if you have some experience in hospital. And one of the ways that you can do this is by getting a per diem hospital position. So go online, see what hospitals are around your area, or see what hospitals are in a distance that you're willing to travel to, and start from there. I did not say apply online. If you apply online to these hospitals, you will not be considered. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. You will not be considered because they're gonna be looking for hospital experience. So this is what I want you to do instead. Call up that hospital. Literally, straight up, you can call the hospital, say, hey, may I please speak to the director of pharmacy? Or hey, may I please be transferred to the pharmacy? That's probably a better way if you just say, hey, can I please be transferred to the pharmacy? The inpatient pharmacy. Like, that's what you're gonna say. Hey, can I be transferred to the inpatient pharmacy? When you get transferred to the inpatient pharmacy, call between business hours, Monday through Friday, y'all. Maybe not on a Friday, but maybe like a Tuesday or Wednesday. Call, because like if you call like at 5 p.m. the director or manager might not be there. If you call on the weekend, they're probably not going to be there. But yes, so call the pharmacy and say, hey, my name is so and so. I was looking to speak with the manager or director that is available. That's it. Now, some pharmacists or workers or anyone there might say, like, may I ask who's calling? Or can I ask the reason for your call? And you can say, hi, I am inquiring about a position, and I would like to speak with them about it. That's it. Like, you know, and if they are available, then they will transfer you over to them. Now, if you get to speak to the manager, the assistant director, or the director, you need to be prepared. And that's why I'm making this video for you. Make sure that you are ready. Hi, my name is Dee, and I am currently a licensed pharmacist in whatever state that you're in. I see that you have a position available, or I was inquiring to see if you had any per diem positions available, or even anything just to get some experience. I'm looking to transition into a more clinical aspect in my role as a pharmacist, and I see that this hospital could be a great fit for me to do so. Do you have any per diem positions available? The reason why I say per diem is because a lot of hospitals have per diem positions. Not a lot of hospitals will have like full-time or part-time positions just readily available, because a lot of times either they hire within house, or people who like want to change around things. But anyways, so per diem, most times they have per diem because they want per diems. So you could just say, hey, like, you know, make it short and sweet, but straight to the point. Oftentimes the manager will say like, oh, okay, great. Here goes my email, send me over your resume. Or here goes the position online, send it over to me. Do both. You can send over your resume, your CV to whatever email address that they have, or ask them for their email. If you notice that like, oh, hey, like, yeah, like you just apply online, also ask like, hey, like, do you also have an email where I can just send over my resume to you? If they decline, respectfully, that's okay. But if you get their email, make sure soon after you talk to them, you have the email drafted up and ready and say, hey, it was great speaking with you. Thank you so much for your time. Attached to this email is a copy of my resume or my CV. And I also have applied to the position that you mentioned. Or if they mention the position and you didn't see it, you could say, hey, I also did not see the position posted. If possible, could you send it over? Short and sweet, okay? Some people might respond, some people might not respond. Part number 2, if you call the pharmacy and the manager or director is not there, don't just hang up and say, well, that's it. No. Also make sure that you ask the person that you spoke to, hey, do they have an email? If you can get an email, that's great. That's how I got one of the jobs I needed. I got the director's email. I emailed over my resume and said, hey, this is who I am. I'm a new grad. I graduated from here. Here goes my CV. If you have anything available, I'm more than happy to work. Mind you, I didn't get the job till a year later, but when I did apply to the job, it was like, oh yes, I remember we spoke, because I used the same chain of email from the first time. I didn't send a new email. I had just attached it to the email that I had sent a year ago, so he could see like, oh yes, I did speak with this person. So if you cannot speak to the director and you speak to someone who's working there, you can say, hey, can I get their email so I can send them over an email? Still send the email even if you didn't get to talk to them. Hey, I tried calling on X day, whatever time, and I wanted to inquire about a per diem position or any opportunity available to get some experience. Boom. Boom. The third thing I would say is that if you know someone in hospital pharmacy, chances are they know someone in the pharmacy that they could potentially help you get connected with. A lot of times people might ask like, oh, like, is there any positions? And I'll be like, yeah, there is actually. And they can apply. I'm telling you, your managers and your directors, they hold very strongly to workers that give them recommendation. Even when there's a position available, my director literally has said, hey, if you guys know anyone, please let me know, because they want to hire people that they know that their workers can vouch for them, because you're going to be working together. So they want a team that can work together. So they take recommendations very seriously. So if you know someone, don't just assume that like, oh, they can't get me in. No. Inquire and see. The fourth thing that I want to say is ask questions. Don't be scared. Send that email. Do that phone call. You never know what access or what information you might get out of it. And that could be the very conversation that you need to transition into hospital pharmacy or into the job that you want. I'm only speaking on hospital pharmacy, but I'm almost certain that this could work in a lot of other areas of pharmacy that you may be interested in transitioning into. So utilize it in that sense. But I really wanted to make this video for people who are currently pharmacists. I know a lot of my videos are geared towards students, but you know, I'm a pharmacist now, and so things are switching up a little bit, okay? So I want to share some information and I want to share some guidance for those of you who are pharmacists who now want to transition into working in a different area of pharmacy. And I can really only speak to hospital pharmacy because that's the experience that I have. Right now, I currently work in like something that's kind of like a hybrid between retail and hospital, because I work with pediatric patients, and so we still bill their medications, but we also verify orders like in our system. So like it's like a little bit of both. But I can speak on both of those. But yeah, so I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any other tips, or if you've tried some of the tips that I've shared, please comment below. I would love to see your advice, or I would love to see your experiences so that it could be helpful for someone else. Someone else who's watching this video a year from now or 2 years from now could very well utilize the advice or the experience, or be encouraged by the experience that you share in the comments below. So please comment below. You already know the deal. You can comment below, or you can email me at behismasterpiece@gmail.com. Go out, be kind, be caring, be loving, and as always, be his masterpiece. Bye, y'all.